Good morning, and welcome back to my queer little cottage. Today is Saturday, April 18th, just about a little bit before 9 a.m., and here is the plan for the day. We're going to pull up this brick, and we're going to add more soil and compost to this area to extend this bed. Logan and I went out and got a bunch of soil and compost last night. Here in the radish patch, I'm gonna keep that. This is just going to be regular, like natural sand, but I'm thinking another bed's gonna go here that is fertile. And then, of course, back here, we are going to extend this out to about here, build more lattice, and then furthermore, maybe from there to about here to about where the lattice extends, and I think that's going to be a good enough for now good enough garden bed. So hopefully I have enough to do all of that. Like I said, it's about a little before 9 a.m. I have about 4 hours of 4 hours of time this morning, so I'm gonna get to it and I will update you as we go. Okay, progress update. I am doing my best Shia LaBeouf impression from the early 2000s. There, in there. I want to dig it out to about this level. Yeah, so that's what's happening next. However, it is a little after 9:30 and it is already 80 degrees out here. I am a frostbitten Pennsylvania girl, so we have to often hydrate or we will die straight, and nobody wants that. All right, that is that. I have quelled the heterosexuality for the time being. Back to the hole. Okay, the hole is dug. So what happens now is we're going to mix in about half of one of these, maybe a full one actually, along with a couple of these with the native sandy soil. And that'll be the garden bed. I went a little bit deeper than I probably should have, which is fine. However, as I suspected, I ran into this issue with the radishes on the other side of the house. The foundation of the house runs to about here. I suspect it ran a bit further at one point, but I think a lot of people have dug up in here because this is kind of more of a rich soil than just sand. So yeah, use some of this to put it in there, and then you might say, Zaya, what are you gonna do with all these giant piles of dirt? And I would say to you, I have no fucking idea. So I know Hel watches these videos and she is probably losing her OCD mind with this walkway that I put down. It's not level, it looks like crap, it was kind of temporary. So maybe we take some of this sand, make it nice and level. I gotta get a few more of these blocks and make a prettier walkway with, I don't know, I wanna plant some small flowers or things, or that creeping thyme that was supposed to be creeping thyme in here. So something like that. So it kind of overgrows and it flowers and it's pretty and things like that. So, but yeah, it's about 10 o'clock. I spent 37 years in the closet. I'm not going back. So we're going to hydrate before we die straight. That joke's never going to get old. And yeah, I'm going to start filling this up and I'll be back in a bit. Hello, new update. It is about 10:15. I have refilled in the hole with some compost and 3 bags of the garden soil along with the native sand. The pile is a little smaller. Probably didn't need the extra compost because that garden soil is like half topsoil, half compost. So I don't know. I'm a very amateur gardener. This is the first time I've ever done this at this scale. So I don't know if soil can be too fertile or not, but we'll see. Excuse me. So this is done, ready for the planting that will occur the Not sure yet. I have a bunch of seeds I have to germinate inside first, so we'll see. I might put some stuff here temporarily or something. I don't know. Anyway, here is the giant pile of dirt. Now, in hindsight, if I was, had common sense and not a space cadet, I would have started here first because the sun is now shining on this back area. And as alluded to earlier, it is fucking hot. Excuse the language. So yeah, I am going to work on this now. We are dubbing it the Big Dig with less corruption. Yeah. I have about 3 hours until I have my electrolysis appointment. So yeah, I'm gonna get to it. I gotta figure out a way to record myself doing some of this. I don't know. I have yucky beard face though, so I'm not doing that today. We have hydrated, so heterosexuality is now at bay for at least another 20 minutes while I die in the heat. But yeah, progress. I am taking a hydration break because I can't zoom in because gloves, but there's the kitty cat from the neighborhood who absolutely demolished the catnip that was up front last week. Like, I'll show you the bucket later. Like, he chewed it. Like the pots are destroyed. It's so cute. Yeah, I don't know who she is, who she belongs to, but I see her outside a lot, and she is super sweet. But yeah, since I'm doing this and hydration is about over, let's do a little update. I have tilled with this tiny little thing. I need to get a bigger one. This area here, because this is the priority for today, so I can get that tomato moved, because she is fruiting, but she is not, as you can see, this girl, she broke at the base because the cucumber is just an absolute unit and taking everything over, and I've planted things too close. But I'm not going to spoil too much, but as you can see, we have some cucumbers. There are tomatoes, see? Some, not very many. I really need to get her out of here this weekend sometime, so hence why this has to happen today at least. I'm going to go to about here on this side, take it back to, where the foundation is of the house and things like that. Is this ambitious for this weekend? 100%. I'm probably not going to be able to get it done. However, if I can get that and maybe this area done this weekend, I will be a happy girl. But yeah, I am going to get back to it. I have about 45 minutes before I have to reapply sunscreen, so I will see you then for the next update. Goodbye. Okay, it's time to play a little game I call, is it a root or is it some kind of pipe or conduit? It looks pretty rooty to me, but let's get our tester. Ooh. Okay, let's see if this is an electrical conduit. You can watch me get electrocuted. 3, 2, 1. Nope, that's a root. All right, chop this bitch out. I also forgot there is a lot of stones and stuff back here. I think at one point this area behind my cottage was maybe like a patio. What is it? Like the whole area I'm digging, which would be cool and dope as fuck, but something I had considered maybe in that corner, but we need garden space for vegetables and flowers and pretty things. So, my point is, this is going to take a lot longer than I thought because the soil is not as easy to pull up as it is over there. And yes, I'm doing all of this manually. I'm not renting like a tiller or any kind of excavator or anything like that, because that wouldn't be any fun. And to be honest with you, actually, that would be a ton of fucking fun. But I have very much neglected my exercise routines the last few months, and I am woefully out of shape. So this will help me a bit get back into that, so I can get back. Hopefully I can lose a couple pounds doing this regularly, along with some calisthenics, where I can go back to the gym and not feel like a gross Yeah, a gross, a gross lady person. Yeah, lady person. Yeah, it's very hot and I'm dying, but we soldier on. All right, yeah. I gotta kill the roots. Goodbye. Let me show you what I'm working with. Like this. This is, I just dug it out of here, and I think, I'm gonna fall over first. Yeah, there's another one like right here. Reminds me of that Stargate SG-1 episode where like they find like a peaceful farming colony that has like alien overlords, and they're like, oh, we found metal root. We need the Shen, I think it was, to like uproot with their machinery. But it turns out it's like an old skyscraper, and the Shen are like this crazy alien race that will like help out other races of humans. But however, they will make, over time, they make them sterile so they can consume their planet and solar system's resources and control the population. So pretty sinister for early 2000s schlocky sci-fi show. Yeah. I don't know. I was just thinking about that while I was digging up these fucking stones. And I am dying. It is hot. Sunscreen in a few minutes because I can start feeling it wearing off. But yeah, this is going to be a long fucking video. All right. About 10 minutes after my last update, I have about a quarter of the way done. It's a little bit before 11:30, so I didn't make it quite 2 hours, but I need some electrolytes and calories. So we're going to go do that. Yeah. So, I don't know. This might be as far as down I'm going to dig. I might dig a little bit deeper. Maybe just clean it up a little bit. But it's already like 6 to 7 inches. So, that should be okay. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, hopefully I can get to this one today too. Because tomorrow I want to plant a bunch of these guys over here. The peppers and flowers and things like that. And then the carrots and stuff over there from seeds, and I have a bunch of seeds to do. Oh yeah, here, the cactus that Rose had gathered for James. I transplanted it into some pots that I had to drill some holes in because there was no drainage, because it was in the cooler that was there, if you remember. That cooler had no drainage, and I was gone for like 3 days last week, and we had so much downpouring rain that I came back and it was just a soupy swamp of sand and cactuses. So these are the ones that I was able to save, and I put a few extra couple in the back. These are snapdragons. They are not foxgloves. I stand corrected. So speaking of gloves, let's see. Let's take off my gloves. Right. How much gross water is going to come out of there? Yeah. You like that? Juicy. Juicy Zaya sweat. The goop is real. I need to clean up and put some more sunscreen on. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll be back in a bit. Yeah. Goodbye. Hello. We had some pizza. Topped off the water. Drinking one of these. And some electrolytes. Not really electrolytes, just some salt. Rose has apparently hid multiple of these across my property, and I am to find them like some kind of weird Easter egg hunt. We'll see. But if you haven't had this, this is kind of addicting. Literally just salt that's flavored, and I've been eating it by like the handful. So, yeah. All right. We are, what time is it? It is 11:40, and that means I have like an hour and 20 minutes before I have to start getting ready. Look, it is very much a mess in this house, but we're getting there. Mom is actually coming this week, so I have to finish cleaning and stuff, but for those interested, here is the current update of the inside of the house. There is another bread rack that I ordered like 3 weeks ago that's supposed to be here, but it hasn't come yet. Not bread rack, baker's rack. But yeah, that's the house update, I guess. So Logan's room is actually looking really cool too, but he's sleeping, so we're not going to bother him. Yeah, we are going to get back to it. And what was the other thing I was thinking about? Oh, I looked up the Shen for Stargate SG-1. Those like iconic baddies were only in 2 episodes. They only had 2 episodes of that, and again, super sinister. Just, you know, that I remember them and their name, even though I've seen that series probably 20 times over 25 years. But yeah, just, you know, pretty cool. Just shows that good writing of, you know, good science fiction and stuff. All right, I'm going to stop rambling and go outside. Goodbye. Welcome back. This is basically as much as I want to dig. I'm going to be mixing a lot of soil, of the native dirt in with the compost and the garden soil, so I'm not going to pull all of this out just to put more back in. I'm just going to start mixing what I have here and then fill it in as needed. But this absolutely kicked my ass because we got all of these roots I just had to dig out, as well as about these many stones and bricks and shit. Yeah, I'm tired. I have to get ready to get going soon. But I found some cool stuff in back there. I thought this was a pen. When I went to open it, it's a little knife. Focus. It's an X-Acto blade. That's pretty cool. I have found more Legos and a couple bottle caps. Oh, this guy's cool. Someone was playing with their army men in the dirt and they lost their head. So, turn him into a keychain or something, or clean him up, because I know Alice would appreciate the disembodied head of a soldier on her desk. So maybe that's what I'll do. Oh, but yeah, I am taking a sit. I left my water out back and regretting it now, but yeah. Oh, the huckleberry is happy. I didn't water everybody yet today because I didn't want to deal with hot, damp earth while I'm doing it. Speaking of Alice, I heard her and Hell's voice screaming at me a few minutes ago when I was rethinking about this patio that I can't just put the sand down. I would have to put some gravel down first for drainage, then the sand, then level it. Otherwise, it's going to just fill this out. So, yeah, my loves aren't even here, and they're inside my brain. So, yeah, I don't know. I am dying. I am sweating. It is very hot. It is now like 12:30, and yeah. All right, I'm going to hydrate, and I'm going to clean up that hole a little bit and start dumping some soil in, and then get ready for my appointment. So, I don't know if I'm going to put this video out later. Hi, yucky beard face that is going to be getting removed, hopefully a little bit later. Here's what I've gotten done so far. Some parts here. But yeah, I am dying. It is very hot. I was watching some of these videos back and I really fucking hate my voice. So, gross man voice. I don't know. I gotta start working on, my more true voice than normal. But today's not that day because I can't be bothered. But yeah, this is just me rambling at this point. So, I am going to hydrate. Oh, I ran out of sunscreen. There's a little bit more in there, but I'm going to have to get some more of that. Oh, and I don't have the bamboo sticks. I thought I had more. I do not. So I'm going to have to stop at Lowe's on the way back to get some more bamboo sticks. I think I should have enough twine for that. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to hydrate before I die straight and put some of this soil into the ground to fill back in the hole. See you in a bit. Goodbye. Hello. All right, I filled in the hole with the garden soil, the compost, and the native sand. It is still a little shallow, so I'm probably going to go through and do it one more time with some of what I have left over there. I'm going to have to get more. But yeah, this is the new garden bed, almost ready to go. I, however, have run out of time. It is... Oh, hi. It's about 1 o'clock, and I need to get ready for my appointment, so I'm going to take a shower and stuff like that. yeah, I'm gonna sit for a second because I'm dying. Yeah. So, yeah, I look gross. I am gross. But whatever, it's good. I'm a girl. Girls get dirty too. Yeah. So that's the adventure so far today. I should be back about 3-ish, 3:30, and then I have an appointment, another appointment at 4. I have my therapy at 4, so if I do come back out later, it's going to be just to fill in that hole and water and stuff like that. I think I'm done digging for today. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to put this up as one video or split it up for the ones tomorrow. We'll see, but goodbye. All right, real quick before I shower, just to give you an idea of how hot it is outside, this is all sweat. This is sweat. This is not water. I was not drenching myself with the hose or anything. It is bone dry outside. I am sweaty. Very sweaty. And gross. I need to wash my hair, but I don't have much time. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. But yeah, it's hot. I did all that when it was very hot. Bye. Hello. Not sure where this is picking off from, but it's about 5:30. I just went and got sunscreen and some Red Bull and some gum. You know, these at Walgreens. I am now at Lowe's. I don't know. Maybe you can see. Callum made a funny joke last night about why don't you go to Highs instead? And I keep thinking about it and giggling. So, yeah. I got my electrolysis done. A good chunk of my chin done still. So I shaved and did all that, and I'm wearing new clothes. Hello, I'm so pretty. But yeah, gonna get some bamboo stuff. I am fighting the urge to get more garden soil, even though I'm probably gonna need so much more. I'm probably just gonna use up what I have. And I think the sale, because the garden soil was on sale for like half off. I think it's going until later this week. So if I need more, I'm gonna need more. I'll get more, but I am cooked, and I don't feel like lugging, you know, another 150 pounds of soil around just yet. So I'll check it out. I'm gonna go into Lowe's and get the things that I need, and I will see you back in the garden shortly. Goodbye. Hello, welcome back. I did an outfit change again because the other ones I was wearing earlier were covered in sweat and dirt, so this is what I got. I don't have other socks though, long socks. I only have one pair of long socks I stole from Alice, and they are dirty in the washing machine. So here's what we're working with. This is the bed that we did earlier. It's about 6 o'clock now. All right, so this is all the soil that remains. I'm not going to use all of it, but I really want to level this out. So there is not much of a divot here, as you can see. Like, my hand is reaching down. It's still a little shallow, and I don't want that. I want it to be a bit level because it does flood back here a little bit, and I don't want too much water pulling up on the bottom. So yeah, I'm gonna get to it. Oh wait, hold on, here's the other plan. This is the trellis. We're going to extend it out to there. I got more bamboo sticks and some vermiculite for my seedlings inside, which we'll take a look at later. But yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Bye. All right, this is as level as it's probably gonna get. I got the stakes in the ground to extend out from there. Hey, it was just a few minutes ago for you, but you know, this morning for me. I wanted to get out to here today. That wasn't gonna fucking happen, and go back there. Remember how the ambitions were? Yeah. They weren't. I got a lot done though. This is big. This is good. I'm going to now move this tomato plant so it can have a good life and hopefully not die. This is the one that Rose had in our garden that we rescued from the frost after everything kind of died over there. I have been on the lookout for containers of lime salt in my garden. I have not found any, so I don't know if Rose actually hid any around or not, but we will go exploring. Oh, fuck it, let's go real quick Well, I need to cool down and wait a second. So, still haven't found any in the house either. The other part of this is she lied and is sending me on a goose chase for stuff that does not exist in my garden or in my home, because I have yet to find any extra. There's apparently like 1 or 2 more in my car as well. All right, I don't see them. I don't believe her now at this point, but who knows? We'll see. Yeah. All right. Well, we've walked around the entire house. I have 2 bags of garden soil left, by the way. I had 19 of those and 8 of the Black Cow compost. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to Lowe's and spend more money this week. We'll see. I really want to get this done. I want to get it done so I can plant. Is this a lot of work and a lot of money that I'm putting into the ground for a place that I'm probably not going to be living at this time next year? Probably. But is it going to be worth it? And am I enjoying myself? Yes. Look at this pile of dirt. Anyone, if you live in Central Florida and you want some dirt, I got the hookup right here. All right. Yeah, I'm procrastinating now. We are going to finish this. We're going to put the tomato in, remove the tomato, put it back in the ground. I'm going to hang up some temporary, I'm going to put up some string, some twine, just to get it going tonight, and then we'll finish it off tomorrow. But yeah, tomorrow's planting day. Bye-bye. Pause it. End it. Hello again. I have finished back there. I just filled this up. I don't know what that was. Anyway, hi. I just filled up the watering can with some fertilizer, the blue juice, to give to the transplanted tomatoes. It was not great. We lost a couple. That one was broken. These got a little bent. It's okay. I am just gonna give them some drinky drinks. I need to move this pile of dirt that's behind them. That's gonna be a project for another day, but let us get this good and wet and fertilized. I'm gonna have to get more. In hindsight, I should have gotten more fertilizer, like long-term fertilizer, today and put it in the beds and things like that. Maybe not, depending on like I don't know if I put it down deep enough, maybe, but there's a risk of it running hot and burning the roots of the babies. But yes, as you can see, I did a very crappy job with the twine, because I am spent. It is about, oh wait, there I am. Hi. It's 7:10. We started this journey at about 8:45 this morning. I took a few hours off to go do a few other things, but this has been my Saturday mostly, so you've come along for most of it. We need to water, but let's check in on all of the existing plants before we do so. Tomorrow, actually, yeah, let's go through the game plan for tomorrow. These are getting trimmed and like they're bolting. Like these are probably not good anymore. Like I kind of let these go a little too long. These are the basils and things, mostly basils actually. Ooh, look at my culantro though. She's so happy. You are coming with me though. Oh, it smells so good. I have a sister to put in with her in the front. Yeah, but here, as promised, here is that first big cucumber. Oh, there's a little one next to it. Why? This is probably ripe, is my guess. This one. I'm gonna look up this this species of cucumber and see if this is ripe, because they kind of look like dinosaur eggs. And if so, I will pick it to pickle. I'm gonna get some big jars to make pickles with peppers and the radishes and turnips and stuff like that. But there are little baby cucumbers all throughout, and that means they are happy. Look at this beast. Massive. And oh yeah, the ones that are just hanging on the trellis. There and there There are some more sprouts up there. Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah. So we'll probably harvest some of this tomorrow. Let's see. The lime is doing good. Like I said, we have to give everybody water. We looked at the tomatoes. We saw them. Radishes are doing good. There have been a lot, and I mean a lot, of snails on this in particular, as well as the ones in the back over there. So I don't really want the snails because they're eating my leaves and stuff. So we might have to figure that out. I don't see any today, which is good. I need to start watering more in the morning, I guess, because at night is when they kind of come out and they'll just eat and do all that. Carrots are going in tomorrow, I promise. Another mound of dirt. The chichimashai and the sorrels are ready actually. I gotta trim some of them. Like I said, Mom is coming this week, so I'm gonna probably harvest a bunch of this to make dinner with. I'm going to start the seeds for the lettuces tonight or tomorrow, depending on how I feel this evening. Put those in for tomorrow. This, which is what we thought this was, like creeping thyme, is coming out. Rose had a bunch of this in the garden bed I helped her dig a few months ago, and she had nothing but like big beetle grubs like eating up her trees and things like that. So maybe we got some dubious seeds from China, because I believe she got them from like Amazon or something, that had like beetle eggs or something in them. So I'm gonna pull these out. They're garbage. They're going away forever. That's gonna happen tomorrow. But yeah, the flowers and the succulents are doing great. Let's see. These are all gonna find a home tomorrow, save for this. Oh, this pepper's dead. She didn't make it. She's dead, Jim. Rest in pepperoni. But yeah, all of these are gonna go on the ground somewhere tomorrow. This pepper has peppers. Look at it. I don't know. Should I try one? I don't know if they're ripe or not. I don't know. But you know what? We're gonna do it. Let's grab one. I think they're supposed to be longer. I don't know, but here we go. That's a pepper. Yeah, they're not ready yet. Oh, it's a little spicy. Oh, it's really spicy. Yeah, it's good. Purple pepper. Ah. Wow, that's really hot because I just ate all the seeds. Oh. Oh. Well, we know that those are hot and they work. Not ripe yet though. Huckleberry has tons of fruit. I've been taking a bunch of fruit off of it and eating them like crazy, like just handfuls of berries. This one isn't ripe and I don't want to put it in my mouth, but yeah, just like that. They are not very sweet like you think berries would be. They kind of taste like sweet tomatoes, little tiny tomatoes, because these are technically a nightshade, I believe. But there is so many of them here, and I need to actually go through and pick a lot of these off tomorrow and preserve them, or just eat them straight. Good. They're fucking good. Like a good garden snack. I think we went over the cactuses. Snapdragons, not foxgloves. Yeah. Into the ground tomorrow. My mouth is on fire still. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna water my plants. I'm doing a terrible job at this. I'm going to finish watering for the night, go in and get cleaned up and relax. So again, this was Saturday, April, what day is it? Saturday, April 18th. Yeah, I'm gonna edit this video and put it on YouTube and Instagram and things like that probably in a little bit. Edit, I say, by just taking a bunch of all these small videos and throwing them together. But yeah, that's really hot and spicy. My mouth is on fire. So is my stomach. The thing was this big. Anyway, I hope everyone had a great Saturday and is having a great weekend. And I will be posting another one of these tomorrow. So, Zaya Celeste Live out. Goodbye.